Hello friends, myself Pooja Shah. I will take the subject computer programming and utilization, and I will start with my topic string. In this lecture I will cover the string, what is the string, how we can declare the string, string initialization, string handling functions and many more. Okay, so let's start with our topic string. Okay. So first is our topic, that is what is string. Before starting the string we have to understand the array. So what is array? Array is nothing but we can say that it is the collection of same data type that is bound in the single data unit. So string is a sequence of characters or collection of characters which we can treat as a single data unit. String that is represented in very different ways in C programming language. It means a string is a character array and it is ended with a null character which is written, and also the string which is written inside the double quotation mark. Okay, the string, we can say that the many examples in our life that if we are representing our names, T, address, all the data that is stored in the string, all the data that is represented in the double quote, and the string that can be represented by the null character, which we have already said, string that is terminated by or ended by the null character value. The string that is stored in the memory by the code, that is the ASCII. That is ASCII, it is the American Standard Code for International Information. It is the code through which we can represent our string in the memory. Any character, that is suppose capital A or small b, whatever that, the ASCII code that start with the value 65 suppose. So according to that, that character value will be stored in the string, in memory, sorry. So whatever the data that we represent as a string, that can be stored in memory as a ASCII code. Okay, so string declaration now, first starting with the, so C directly not support the string as a data type. So like character, integer, the variable, integer numeric value that can be represented as an integer, floating point value that can be represented as a float data type, character value can be represented as a character data type in C, but string data type that is not available in C. So if we want to represent the string, the C allows to represent it as a character array. So we can represent the string by the following form: character, that is our data type, string name, and in bracket we are giving the size which determines the number of characters that is represented in the string name. The size represents the number of characters that we want to represent as a string. Okay, so this is the declaration part through which we can represent our string. Here character, that is the data type of the C, and this is the size that represent the character array. This is the string name that we want to give. The user will give the name to that particular string. According to that, the value of the string that will be represented. Suppose I have given character and 9. So here my data type, that is the character, 9, that is it represents the character array, and that is the string name. Here the string name is n. What is the value that is stored in the n? Now it will declare the value up to the 8 characters. Suppose, and one for extra character that is represented as the end of the string, that is the null character. Suppose I want to represent the string computer. So it will be stored in the array, like the array will represent the on the 0th position. First of all, the string, that is this, here it will represent the substring value 0 to 8. So 9, it means the number of characters that is stored in the string. So the string will be represented from 0 to 8. Okay, so on the position n0, the first character our C will be stored. Okay, Now on the next onwards, the n of 1, it means the on the position 1 the next character O will be stored, next M, and according to that it will follow the same pattern up to n of 7. But here we have given one extra character value, that is for the end of the string, that is the null character. Whenever we are representing the string, we have to assign the character value one more or one extra size for the character array for this null character value, okay, which will represent the string ending mark. Okay, so whenever we are assigning this character string to the character array, it will automatically supply the null character at the end of the string. We should not have to make in part of a string that is the null character, but whenever we are assigning it as a single character in the character array, at that time we have to append one more extra character, that is the null character. So string initialization, that is done in the two forms. First one, that is our computer, that we have represented as a character array in the double quote mark. So in that we need not to represent the null character, because it will, I have said that the compiler will automatically assign the null character value at the end of the string whenever we are representing it as a character array. But whenever we are representing it as a single characters and combining them in the single character array, then at that time we have to represent the null character value same way that we have represented in the second form. Here we are represented the sequence of the characters, and through them we are making the string, we are combining the string. At that time we have to represent the null character value that we have seen in the second form. In the first form, that we have seen that it is represented in the double quote mark, so there is no need of representing the null character value. Okay, so it will assign that. Here we have given the 9, so that is the size. According to that, I have first said in the slide, what is the character array? This is the character array, and is here the string name, and this is the value of the string. What is the declaration and what is the initialization? Initialization, it means we are assigning some value to that particular variable. So declaration में हमने दिया कि character, that string that is represented by the character array. Okay, and we are assigning now values. Okay, the values that can be represented in the two ways. Okay, 9 is here the size of the string, or we can say that the number of the characters the string can accommodate or the particular character array can accommodate. Here the computer, that is the total number of 9 characters, but one extra that we are assigning for that, that is the null character value. In the string or in the character array, if we are character array representing as a string, then we must have to give one extra character value for the null character. Okay, if we are representing it as a double quote or string, then we should not have to give the character value, null value, it will automatically take. But if we are representing it as a sequence of a single character value, then we have to represent it in the null character in that declaration or initialization. Okay, see here it is the 9, that is computer. हमने कहा कि that is the string value that will be stored in the character array, say the name, that is the n. Okay, so now it is the value, that size we have already given, how many number of characters the character array can allow. Okay, if we are suppose don't want to give the size, okay, but we directly initialize the value, then the particular compiler, then it will automatically determine the size of array according to the number of elements that we have initialized. Okay, suppose we are taking one example ki character n, here the string name, that is the n, in that we have given the sequence of characters GOOD, it means the string will be read as a good. So one extra character I have said we have to put as a null character whenever we are representing the string as a sequence of characters. So it will automatically determines the size of array, that is the 5 here. Okay. Same way, if we don't want to assign the same size of the string, that is the particular size of string of good, that should have to be 5. But if we want to assign the size much larger than the string initializer, then also can be possible in C by the next example, character str in the size that I have given 10 and I have initialized the string only good. So the size should have to be enough for the good, that is the, if I will assign str0 for the 1, str0 for G, next character for the O, next for O, next for D. So remaining that will be, it will automatically take as a null character value, and the size of that particular string that will be assigned for this string in the memory, that is the 10. It means 0 to 9 character value that will be stored in the particular string. Okay, it will automatically take it here as a null per character because we have represented the string in the double quote. Okay, see, remember, if we are representing it as a single character, then null is required. If we are representing it as a double quote as a string, then we don't require the null. It compiler will automatically assign the null character value. Now we are going to the next topic, okay, illegal declaration. If the much size larger, I have said that key string that is good, if we are assigning the character array value 10, that is allowed. But if it we are allowing the size that is less than the number of characters in the string, then it is not allowed, like character str3. So it is not allowed because if the string that cannot accommodate the good enough for the given size. Okay. Same way, we cannot allow the separation of initialization with declaration of the string. Like we are representing the character array in one line, and in the next line I will allow key str equal to good. Same way we are declaring in the integer value or float value, key I will assign the value k integer I. In the next line I will assign I equal to 10. So it is allowed, but for the string, because string cannot be used directly as a left assignment operator. Here good cannot be directly assigned in the str because the string can be compared or copied or maybe assigned to the another variable one by one character process only. We cannot directly assign it the string value to the another string value directly to the or we cannot separate it from the initialization. We can do this in the same line ki character str5 equal to good, it is valid, but we cannot separate it from the declaration. Okay. Same way I have said that ki array string is represented as a character array which cannot be used as a left hand operator of assignment. It means suppose I have assigned the character array that is equal to ABC, the string value that is assigned in the S1. The string value, that next value that I has only declared, that is S2. So I cannot directly assign the value of S1 to S2 that I have represented or I have done in the integer variable. Suppose I have done, I can do the same process with integer variable. Okay, integer S1 that value is 10 suppose, and integer S2 I have already declared. So I can assign the same value S2 to S1 if it is represented as an integer, but in string it is not valid because, or in array we can say that because string is the character array and that cannot be used as a left hand side of the assignment operator. That is only possible through the left hand side operator, that is only through the character by character. It is not a way that we are representing directly assignment. Okay. So up to this we have seen that the null character is represented as a end of the string, null character is required, compiler will automatically takes the null character. But why we require this null character? That the most important question, key string, that is I have said that it is the not the data type of C. So the way it is, actually we can say that it is the variable length of data structure that is stored in the fixed size of array, because sometimes we are fixing or we are getting that the value, अगर हम if we are not declaring the size of array according to the number of elements, the array will automatically decide how much of a side or how much characters, how many characters it will be stored in the particular character array. So every time the string size and the array size, that is not possible कि it should have to be same. Sometimes the array size will be a larger than the string that we have assigned. Suppose in last example we have seen that कि I have assigned the character str 10 size I have assigned, and in that I have given the string name that is maybe a 10, so maybe a size that is 5, or may see str character str10 equal to good I have assigned, but it is not large enough. The good that requires only the 4 character value and one more extra, that is for the null. So the remaining space that will be wasted, it will be assigned already in the memory for that particular character array. Memory में उसकी size तो allocate कर दी गई होगी, but it is not necessary कि all the space will be used, because we have assigned only the string for that particular, that is good. Okay, so the remaining size that will be remain unleft. So we cannot decide the last point or last element of the array that is represented as the end of a particular string, or it can represented as a end of marker. So we require one that ki we have to represent or the end of the string marker. Okay, where I have said that